What was that? What
We
was it?
go to the pictures on a Saturday night. Grandad and I have to be shopped on the Saturday, and we go out to the pictures. I had Pauline and her chap John. It was four of us, and then we got pictures. And on the way home, we'd have a bag of chips. We'd go in the fish shop and get a bag of chips. And we'd eat them on the way home. I'd only have 2 or 3. I'd leave most of them for Dennis because he was hungry. He's bigger than me. They're very happy times. And we walks on a Sunday. I'll meet him about 3 o'clock after he'd had his dinner. And we go around Banter Park, and Diane and Trevor. Dennis went to school with Trevor, and I worked with Diane at the die casting for 5 years.
You worked as a die caster?
Die casting, Dennis was the tool setter there. And I was a machinist. I worked on the drilling and power press and the tapping machines.
Wow.
I like going to work, yeah.
I can't see you doing that. I know you did. I just can't picture it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I was only small, but I had to do the work.
You said to me something about lampshades.
Yeah, that was the later job before I retired. Jeremy, I made loads of lampshades, but the money was very poor. £25 a week it was. That's all you got. 8 hours a day.
How did you make the lampshades back in the day, Nan?
Well, you had the frame, and then you'd have the shape of the material to pull over the frame, and you had to pin it in place, and then you had to glue it in place and let that dry. Do another one, and so you beat that order, and then you trim off, take the pins out, and you trim off the loose material over the sides, off the sides. Yeah, it was all right, Paul. Help pay the bills because Dennis didn't earn enough to pay the bill. If he did, he was in the betting shops. That was his downfall, the betting shops. He only had a couple of halves. He wasn't a big drinker. But he was a bugger for going in the betting shops.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Now, David was very sensible, and Ron, his brother in London, he worked for the airport. He was a tank driver in the army, and he saved a lot of lives. He held back the German tanks on his own in one tank, knocked them off the road, and he was awarded loads of awards and medals and commendations. So when he come out of the army, he got a big job in the airport. He was the foreman of loading and unloading the planes. Yeah, he had a very good job, and he could travel anywhere in the world free.
Oh.
He had free travel anywhere. He was a good man, though, Ron. He was sensible. David was sensible. It was only Dennis who was daft. Went in the bookies and threw the money away. And there again, you can't have it every way.
You loved him, though.
I did, yes. I wouldn't part with him. I'd tell him off, give him a whipping with my tongue. But I wouldn't part with him.
I remember that.
I would tell him off. Because he did away with a lot of money. I mean, I was skimping with cheap food. Just bread and butter and bread and tea and vegetables and bones. You know, we didn't have luxuries. And washing powder and washing up liquid. We didn't have lots of anything.
I remember when you used to have a go at Grandad.
Yeah. I struggled to buy him a pair of shoes. His shoes was leaking. The side of his shoe had a big split along the side, and you could see his sock. and he was wet, his foot was wet, and he wouldn't give us any money. Mandy asked him to give us £10 and we'd put the rest and buy him a good pair of Clark shoes, good shoes. No, he said, I can get a pair for £3 at a charity shop. And I said, Dennis, you can't, they're old and worn out. I said, you need good shoes, Clark shoes. Anyway, we bought him a pair between us, me and your mother. But he was a bugger, he did play me up.